What's going on, YouTube? Today I will be getting the car on the dyno. I've got the 93 pretty much ran out of it, and I'm going to fill it up with E85. I'm going to try to target around 18 degrees of timing or so. Not sure what it's going to make. You have to remember it does have a turbo 400, which it is going to show a lower dyno number. While the ET is good, they just don't make numbers like a manual or a 6R80. So I'm going to go get some E85, put it in it now, and after that I'm going to head up to the dyno and see what it puts down. Hopefully this is good E85. It's still from last year, when I had transmission troubles. I haven't used it since. So hopefully it still makes good power and it's got a good ethanol percentage. I've got my E85 tune made, and I'm getting the file wrote into the PCM. So as soon as this finishes up, I'll be ready to head for the dyno. So I'm on my way to the dyno now, and of course it's got to be raining. I could have known that. I went through and just kind of tried to tighten up the boost clamps, anything that I know can pop off or waste a bunch of time on the dyno. It's always a little nervous on a new build, trying to push it on up there. You know, I've ran 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I even seen 17 PSI a little bit on the street. I'm not sure how high I'm going to go, but you always get a little nervous with a new build that hasn't really been proven yet. It'll be the first pull with 20 plus PSI, but that's what I'm expecting. So I guess we'll find out soon enough what it puts down. If I had to guess, I'm hoping for, with it having a turbo 400, I'm going to go with maybe 1,050 at probably like 945 torque. If I'm way off, I can just edit the video and delete this. I've been kind of looking through my logs, and my triple pump is still not running. It came in the mail today, or at least the package did. It was tore open and somehow it got lost in the mail. So ON3 is shipping me a new one out, and you can tell my injector duty cycle is at 90%. So I've got a little bit of room left, not much though. I feel like it's probably not the injectors running out, it's probably the fuel pumps running out. Everything else looks pretty good. That one there was at 19.3 degrees of timing. And you can see the MAF curve over there. Still a little bit on the rich side. Everything else looks good so far. I'm on my way back from the dyno, and I had a couple issues with the dyno numbers. The first pull on 13 PSI made a solid, just a little over 700 horsepower. Made a solid graph, and as I started getting the boost on up there, I noticed it would really fall off. With the high RPMs, it would fall down. And I ended up making 1,040 horsepower and 800, and I think it was 50 on the torque. I'd have to check for sure. And when I left there, I was still trying to figure out what was going on with it. The power falling off up top, because I've got a pretty good converter, a really good converter. And I forgot that I had my boost limiter, or my boost controller. On my old setup, I had limited it to 19 PSI, so if it ever hits 19 PSI, it would fall back about 30% at a time until it got to the limit, if it would go over. And I forgot that I still had that turned on in the boost controller. It would take off, blow past the limiter, and then up top the limiter would keep bringing the boost back, and it would make that dyno number fall down on the end again. It was set at 19 PSI, so I'm I'm only about 10 miles from the dyno shop, and it just hit me, and I shaked it there, and sure enough, it was set at 19 psi. I would blow through it, it would come back again, and I made that 1040. I kept raising my boost pressure up. It would shoot up and hit 23 or so, and then the boost controller would quick start dropping it back down, and then my horsepower would fall off on the end. So I will have to re-dyno again with that solved, but other than that, made solid numbers, feels really good. I'm impressed with it. This will be the end of this video, so next one I'll probably be back with the limiter raised and maybe some other small changes, and I'd like to make a little over 1100. Feels crazy the way it is, but you can't get enough power. So, if you like this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.